Greetings, fellow carbon-based life forms. How are we all doing today? I hope the weather wherever you are is better than it is for me. It hit something like -7 last night and is, I think, -3 or -4 right now, which is, yeah, it's cold. For northern England, at any rate. And of course, it is not without a sense of irony that I then presume to continue with the long dark, which is probably even colder and more miserable. And as you can see, I have so far survived 21 days, which, even if my memory is correct of having achieved 20 days in the past, I have exceeded that particular achievement. So what am I doing today? Well, let me briefly recap yesterday for anybody who missed it. I managed to make a hat, gloves and boots from animal skins, which is the first time I ever did that. Today, I'm actually hoping to... Sorry, excuse me a second while I try and figure out where I was. Today I'm actually hoping to make a bow. And maybe, yeah. And maybe I can actually shoot a deer. Which should give me a little bit more access to food than normal. And yes, that is obviously the long way about going to drink some water. Also, yes, I'm a couple of minutes early. I hope nobody minds too much. So let's see whether we are going to need that. My rabbit pelts are still in the process. Oops, that's another one. Let's see, I probably want to make some arrow shafts if I've got the time. Seems to be light enough outside for that. And maybe I can make another arrow, because I should have another arrowhead on me. For a grand total of 2 arrowheads. Oh, it's not too bad outside. I'll have a quick check of my snares. I think I need to make a couple more of those. Did I put one over here? I did. Right, let's go and see if I've got the time to make another arrow. Fortunately, I know from the limited amount of exploring that I've done that there are deer over there. I have never actually used a bow in the game. Let's see what I can make. Well, I can make some arrow shafts, that's good. Keep an eye on the temperature. So I have some arrow shafts, yay, and I can make one more simple arrow. And yep.
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
So definite progress. I should have 2 arrows. And I don't think I've got any meat around, which means tonight I'm going to have to rely on food I've scrounged. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have a better situation. What's my food situation like? Ah, yes. Well, I guess I'll go with the MRE. Yeah, that's as full as I've ever been. Hopefully he'll stop complaining about being hungry and a desire to eat a horse. Which of course is the downside. I have now got to wait around for a few hours. Oh, what's my water like? Let's do nothing for a few hours. I wish they had a way of making candles. Candles would be useful. It's probably too cold for me to actually spend a lot of time outside. And right, in principle I should be able to make a bow. See what it looks like outside. Oh, that's not too bad. It's not a time of day I want to spend too much time in, because already I can see that I'm getting cold. The clothing I have seems to be good enough to keep me warm during the day, but at the beginning of the day and the end of the day, yeah, I'm not in a position to hang around. It's a very good chance I've pretty much hunted out the rabbits in this area. Oh, I do have a fourth snare. I forgot. So I really do need either a new supply of rabbits, which I may have to go looking for, or see if I can get a deer. If I can't get a deer, then I'm going to be back to rabbits or food that I've picked up. Yeah, it's still a bit cold and early for me to be spending too much time outside with my current. One thing I will do, I'm not going to craft anything, I'm just going to have a quick check and see what I can make. Let's have a look-see. Alright. What do I need for that? Cured gut. Okay, I should be able to be good with that. Takes 5 hours to make? Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that right now. Okay, deerskin pants. Ah, okay, that's useful to have. That would be very handy. The boots I have. I am still somewhat surprised that I don't have the means of making rosehip tea. Alright, let's hurry inside until it warms up a little bit out here. Now, I think I used all my deer, didn't I? Yes, I did. I didn't leave any rabbit over here. I did not. So what I might do is see if I can take a nap for an hour, which means it should have warmed up outside. And should serve to warm me up. So I'm warm, it's bright. Let's go and see. See if I can make a bow. Oh. I've only got... I should have noticed. I've only got... I've only got 1 of 2 cured gut. Oh dear. That's not good. I thought I had more than that. I only have 1. Oh, that's silliness. I'll make another arrow shaft then. Keep an eye on the temperature. Oh, how many arrow shafts is that I have now? Should have quite a few. I have 5. Yeah, I've got 3. Oh, I have 3. 3 arrows. Alright, that gives me a shot at doing something. Like I say, I've never actually hunted deer in the game, so I don't really know how that works. I have seen it done, but that was several years ago. My general policy, I suppose, would be to get as close as I absolutely can. A bit like you do with rabbits. In fact, with bow hunting, getting as close as you absolutely can
I need to find
is
food.
probably a good idea. I'm very tempted to pick up the snares. This feels like I'm... what do we think? I need to find another spot where I can put snares down for rabbits. I really do. It's funny to think that the bow as a projectile weapon is best used for most circumstances as a close range weapon. I don't mean as for something like target shooting, obviously. Target shooting, you know the range, and you know the trajectory of your arrows, so that makes life a lot easier. Come on, I just want that extra 1%. So I tell you what, while I'm waiting for that 1% to... Oh, I've still got more birch saplings, which is good. Why can't I make arrowheads? I thought you just needed scrap metal to do that. I am going to go grab my snares and see if I can't find another place to put them. So we'll do a sort of... oh, there's still rabbits over there. Okay, I can put snares over in that area instead. I think I'm carrying too much. Okay. I'll put a line of snares up here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Two snares mean that my sprain risk has suddenly dropped to 0? Well, okay. I wonder if I could hide in here, because that deer is awfully prevalent. How close can I get to that deer? The answer appears to be not very close. Oh, almost caught it on the rebound. With a rifle that would probably be a better shot, but I need to be able to get preferably really close. What do you want to bet this is the last remaining rabbit in this area? All right.
You're gonna need to eat soon.
A couple loads of time in the day. Yeah, what I'll do in a bit is assuming that I can't make a bow, I'll make a complete circuit. Look for rabbits. Huh. Let's drop some stuff off, because there's some... Actually, I really ought to put some stuff in the bedroom. And let's break that down to make some space. What have I got in terms of food that I can drop? Oh, quite a bit. Hopefully by putting it by the bed means I can find it late at night. Which is when I'll need it. Come on. Yes! Okay, I can start making my bow. It's kind of strange, you know, that this character you're playing has kind of all sorts of default skills, but there's so much stuff that he can't do. The difference between what he can do and what he can't do is slightly surprising. Oh, I should have put more water. Let's see how cold this makes us.
Never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Okay, so far so good. Now, let's finish it off. Right. Huh, and it's still relatively, I won't say early. I still have quite a bit of time left in the day. And I've completely run out of water. There's a first. Okay. Draw. How do you shoot? I'm going to try that when I get actually to the actual hunting part. But first of all, yeah, it's getting late. Let's grab some water. I should have plenty of water. I spent enough time cooking it. Let's have a little investigate. So I know there are deer over here. And I really want to see how they behave when I get up close. Oh, please don't tell me I chose the one time when there are no deer. Seems I did. I definitely don't want to get a deer now because it would, by the time I cleaned it, it would be probably full dark. I probably ought to have the revolver out. Ah, what's that? Yeah, there we go. So, this will be the sort of question. How close can I get? What happens if I... No, I'm not going to take a shot. I'm just... Oh, I can crouch. Yeah, look at this. I'm not here. I'm just a part of the background. Ignore me. Whoa, yeah, I can get quite close. Alright, that might be good enough. What happens if I stand up? Yep. So we appear to have the beginnings of tactics. No idea whether or not my assumptions are correct. Hang on, where's my mouse gone? Oh, there. He's going to be grumbling about getting home soon, probably. Let's see if we can preempt him. While it's light, make one last check of the snares. Be up. I won't say bright and early, given how cold it is. First thing in the morning. And I suspect that was the last rabbit. Poor rabbit. I'm not sure about the dynamic for the bow. So it says left mouse to draw. What happens? You just release and then fire? I suppose it must be something like that. I'm going to assume that the longer I hold the draw, excuse me, the longer I hold the draw, the longer, the more my aim will become unsteady. Oh, I might have time for this. Do I have enough wood? Do you know, I don't know. What have I got in terms of wood? Okay, I don't have I don't have wood. Oh, I might do. I might have enough. Hang on, what have I got here?
Too heavy.
Yeah, stop complaining. We're just going to... Oh, I just forgot. I don't... Never mind. Silly me. I've done this in the wrong order. Oh. Yeah. It's taking too long. I shouldn't have lit the fire. Doesn't matter. I've got 27 minutes left. Alright. Yeah, well, at least I'm warm. I think I'll stick... Oh, going the wrong way. How much can... Oh, that's a ridiculously low amount of illumination. I'm just going to drop the meat outside. You'd think I'd know my way around my own room by now. Okay. Well, at least he's warm. 18 degrees centigrade isn't bad. "22 days, 16 hours and 11 minutes. And I guarantee it's going to be really cold out there. So, I'm going to do my usual thing. I say not the usual thing. Oh boy, yeah. Gonna go pick up the snares. If I can find them. And I'm not being paranoid enough. I don't think I've actually seen any wolves in this area, but I don't want to be suddenly attacked by one. Where did I put my snares? Oh, there we go. Oh, there's another rabbit. Huh. Who would have thunk it? Well, let's leave those for a while. Hopefully the weather clears up in a bit. Because I definitely need more firewood. Oh, it's yeah, it looks like it's clearing up. I wonder if you can. I wonder. Arrows like the ones we're making are essentially can be regarded as one-shot devices. You really can't collect them. But hopefully we should be able to scavenge them. Why have I left that outside? Right, now I know I've got some bits to drop. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I mean, that's a tiny fragment. Can I combine those? No, hang on. Oh, I didn't want to use the hatchet. And in fact, did I just... I broke my hatchet. Ah, drat. That was silliness.
I could eat a horse.
Oh, that was silly. Didn't mean to use the hatchet, actually. Oh, right. Well, okay. Let's go see if we can do some hunting. Wish me luck. I have exactly 3 arrows, which is kind of weird because I don't remember finding 3 arrowheads. You know, it's slightly funny. I keep wanting to keep my voice down because I'm trying to hunt deer. No deer here at the moment. Draw, relax. Okay. Now, I do know from watching other people's videos, again, I think it was back during COVID, that you have to track the deer after you've shot it. Which is reasonably realistic. Deer that have been shot typically run. Huh. Is it too early in the day? Typically that region, I can come over that rise there and there will be 3 or 4 deer in that area. Oh, let's see if I can sneak up. There's another one over here which is a fairly regular character. Not seeing it. Well, if I can get firewood, I've got enough food for the night, so I don't have that immediate urgency. I kind of wish in a way there was something you could do about the bodies you find. Because that I normally take to mean there's a fresh deer. Or a deer kill, but that isn't. They are indicating that there's a body in there. Ah. Okay.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Let's see if we can't crouch down here, see what happens. And now I keep an eye on my cold. I mean, ideally I won't want to get that far so I can try and take a shot. What will be interesting is how much food you can harvest. I have a suspicion it's not going to be very much. In reality, from something... In England we have roe deer, and I actually ate a lot of roe deer as a kid. My father was a hunter. And if you got 40 pounds of usable carcass after dressing a deer, that wasn't bad. Of course, a big chunk of that would have been the bones. So, nonetheless, even something like a roe deer on your own here will probably keep you fed for some considerable time. So I'm hoping that these deer, which are considerably larger than roe deer, and I am assuming are white-tailed deer, I mean, that should give you a lot of food. Ah, there you are. Are you going to come closer? I'm not here. Ignore me. Keep coming. Oh, that's interesting. I can hear it. Yeah, that's too far for a shot. Keep coming. It looks close, doesn't it? I really don't want to take the chance. I want it to be as close as I can possibly get. I'm not sure I want to move after it. Like I say, I'm not in a rush. I have rabbit to feed me for today, and I want to see what this does. And I'm not too cold. Of course, in reality, if I moved around this much, that deer would run. Awfully tempted. What do we think? Oh, I can't shoot when I'm... What do you want to bet? The moment I stand up... it's going to run. Yep. Nope. Yes, it... Okay. Alright. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so I can creep in close-ish, but the moment I stand up is a problem. And I can't shoot when I'm crouched. So I'm going to have to take a shot that is longer than I am really happy with. Nice of it to leave footprints. Alright. So I am going to have to take a shot at longer range than I'm comfortable with. Which is... Okay, actually, do you know what? That's actually reasonable. I mean... crouching with a bow is possible with some bows, but... it's not unreasonable that they would not let you do that. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't... Please don't tell me I'm going to have to make long shots. Because I will miss. I almost guarantee it. I have no idea what the trajectory of this thing is. Which is one of the reasons I want to get close, so that in principle I don't have to worry too much about the trajectory.
Where can I find something to eat?
Oh, that's what we're trying to do, mate. Okay, this is slightly, I say strange. I mean, it's kind of funny. We've gone from a pretty much every time we come in this area finding deer to the moment I equip with a bow, they're not there, unless I'm completely in the wrong spot, which I don't think I am. That is moderately infuriating. Oh, I haven't been down here. I don't know where that takes me to. But we can have a quick look. You know, that looks almost like Mystery Lake. I don't think it is. Is that Mystery Lake? It could. I think it is, you know. Oh, that's useful to know. Okay, so I need to remember that. Because sooner or later I'm going to run out of useful stuff and need to make a excursion elsewhere. Alright, what do I need now? I need wood. I definitely need wood. What do you want to bet? As soon as I put the bow away, deer will pop up. Unless it's a time of day thing. Of course it probably is. In reality it would be. Oops. Almost forgot that. And the wind's picking up, but I am still not. I am still not getting too cold, which is a good thing. Yeah, I'm going to go straight home at this point and drop the wood off at the very least. Now, my friend the buck, it's It's typically over there. What time is day is it? It's a bit late in the day. Alright. So I guess I'm going to be spending a bit of time cooking.
I might have to drop some gear.
Yeah, we'll do that in a moment.
Come on.
I swear there's more tension
That did it.
lighting a fire in this game than there is in almost any other game. Right, let's put the water on. Having multiple slots was a very lucky find.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
No, we'll sort you out in a moment. Alright, so we will drop off. I typically drop off 1.5 liters at a time. And we'll put... Oh, I forgot to drop off my firewood, didn't I? What am I doing with... That's a lot. Well, I've got more than enough matches. I don't know quite where I've picked up so many. Let's have a quick look and see what our gut situation is like. Have I forgotten to drop any? Oh well, let's harvest it. Oh good. It's nice and dark. No, don't want to do that just yet. I want to eat. Not sure that's enough to get me through the night, frankly. Right. Yeah, 23 days. That's definitely a record for this run. Well, for me, total.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Just give him a tin of sardines. Be kind. Right. And if anybody's familiar with me, you typically know that around about the hour mark, I have to take a break. So I will take a break now, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And if you're watching, take the opportunity to do the same. I'll be back in about 3, maybe 4 minutes. I've never timed myself, I don't know for sure. But you'll know I'm back online when you can see the camera, if I remember, or if the microphone's working. Right. See you all in a bit. Well, and I'm back. Thank you for letting me take that break. What am I doing? Oh, first of all, hang on a second. I just got to shuffle up a bit. Right, okay. It is still way too early to be doing something, so let's sleep again. Okay, we're getting there, getting to a time where I can consider going out. Let's just fiddle around for an hour. Oh, that will work. Okay. Let me just check my inventory weight. My inventory weight's fine. That's good. I don't need all those arrow shafts. How much do they weigh? Oh, not too much. Huh. Don't need cans.
I could eat
I
anything.
do have a bunch of recycled cans, but I don't really need them. Don't drop the revolver. I'll keep my rifle ammunition just in case. Why is it we don't have shotguns in the game? I would kind of expect there to be more shotguns. Alright. Here we go again. In case anybody's wondering about today's title, it comes from the Lone Wolf with Cub movies. Classic, based on manga of the same name back in the 1970s. Very good series of movies, if you like that kind of thing. Anyway, yeah, White Heaven in Hell, I think, was one of the last. And this environment reminds me of that. Oh! We still have rabbits around. Not going to try going after a rabbit with... You're just going to come straight at me? Oh. And there's another rabbit for me. Okay. That's good. It's actually a surprising...
What have we here?
That's actually a surprising relief for me. Oh well, seeing as it's there, I may as well make another try for it. Sorry. Okay. Well, that was a worthwhile excursion. Takes the pressure off me having to hunt deer. Don't know why I'm going that way. Do I have... Yeah, I did have a bunch of wooden stuff. It's a shame I lost my hatchet, but that was foolishness on my part. Oh.
Gotta eat soon.
And let's drop our... Oh, that's cured. Whoa. Okay. Save myself a bit more weight. How much water do I have now? That's enough. I'm warm, I'm rested, etc. Drop the meat outside for now. Oh, I don't like the look of that. This is not fun weather. Don't want to go out too far in this because there's a very good chance I will get wet, and I don't want that. Yeah, this is what I managed to make yesterday. Which was a first for me. And you can see we're already getting a bit damp. And if memory serves me, this kind of weather is very good for making you damp. I am torn. Should I go or should I stay? I could take a nap for an hour. Pass the time. I'm not sure that's any better. Alright. So do I want to go for the deer that are over there, or the deer that used to be over here? Well, let's have a look. Of course, if I'm really, really quick, because the deer have this habit of charging straight towards you. So, if I was really quick off the mark, I could possibly get one as it was charging at me. But I can see I'm going to be out of luck. This is mildly frustrating. Every other time I've come here, before I got the bow, there was deer here. I mean, absolutely reliably. Every single time there would be, I think, 4 almost every single time. And now, got the bow, and suddenly the deer become scarce. So I will head for the behind the barn, where there seems to be more reliable. There's another one that pops up over here. Ah, this one. Yeah, see, that's... How close... I mean, if I crouch, I think I can get closer, but then I can't shoot. Oh, in case anybody's wondering, this stream typically goes on for 3 hours. I started at 8 AM GMT, so that normally means I go to about 11. Give or take a few minutes. Well, I'm keeping warm, so that is encouraging me to stay out long. You used to be able to harvest that. I ought to take a shot just to see if I got some idea what the trajectory is like. But I don't... I will lose an arrow if I do that, and of course it saw me and off it ran. Ah. So is there a place I can hide and wait for it? See, the problem with here is... Let me just test something. That's draw. Okay. That works. I'm going to have to risk taking a shot at a range longer than I want. The other deer comes down from up there. They definitely decided to make this not easy. Oh, there she comes. It is a doe. So let's see if I can keep it out of sight. Oh. Problem is, from there I can't. What I want to be is out of sight, but not out of shot, which is a contradictory set of requirements. So what I'm probably going to do is, let's have a look, see. I don't have an aiming point, so my goal would be to aim above and hope that the arrow drops down. I'm assuming they haven't got a straight line trajectory on this thing. They've got to have a parabola, so I'm going to have to hold over. I can hear it, actually. Yeah, can you hear that? Huh. Nice attention to detail. So it should be, if it's following usual pattern, it should be coming down from there, or it's the buck coming down from over this way. Honestly, here we go. So how close is it going to get? See, that is a long way away. That's a long shot. Even though it's stationary. What happens if I... This is actually slightly nerve-wracking. Nope. Alright, that gives me some idea how close they get. The answer is not very. I wonder... if I position myself here, because if it crosses right in front of me there, which it should, so if it comes through there, let's see what happens. Anybody got any experience hunting deer in the long dark? Excuse me. I just need to check something. I've got a delivery coming today, and I'm tracking it. It's a microphone arm for that microphone you can see over my right shoulder. I can hear it. Oh, that sounds like it's on the rocks. Oh! Moment it saw me. Okay, I didn't even have to move. So I'm going to have to basically take a shot at a longer range than I'm happy with. Now let's have a look, see if we can find it up here. Yeah, this is probably not a slope I can get up. No. Oh, maybe. Oh, there it is. Seems to be taking me towards town. I mean, that... This is harder than I expected. I thought I'd be able to get closer. I mean, that's way too far. There's no chance I could ever make that shot. Strangely, the other thing I'm concerned about is if I do hit it and follow it, it goes out of, not out of bounds precisely, but into a different region. Okay. Didn't break the arrow. I am well surprised. Okay, that's good to know. Oh dear. This is going to take me too long. I can feel it. I'm kind of wasting my time, aren't I, with this at the moment? Oh, that's interesting. Didn't realise there was a waterfall there. And this has brought me all the way back to town. Oh, that's a different deer. That's the buck. There's a buck near town. And that appears to be... Seeing as I'm near town, I might as well. Because I can always rest up in town if I have to. Oh, except that I don't have any food on me. And that was a clean miss, wasn't it? That was a silly thing to do, and I've got no idea where the arrow is. That was a... Okay. Not as potentially silly as I thought. Alright, I'm going to head back. The silly thing is, you know, that's not silly. There is always the possibility that they've have deliberately programmed the deer so that they know when you're hunting them. It's not beyond the bounds of possibility that deer know when they're being hunted, and I don't mean by any sort of weird supernatural means, but if you've got a rifle on you and the wind's from the wrong direction, they will be able to smell the rifle. A well-kept rifle will have a very distinctive smell, and they could learn to associate that with hunting. Not so sure about a bow and arrow, but they could conceivably recognize that you've got a bow and arrow, and past experience might lead them to associate the arrow with being hunted. The bow, I mean. Okay, this might be worth a try. Yes, that's a hit. Okay. So, where did it go? It leaves a blood trail. That's good. Do I have to hit it again? Now the question is that the deer that I was tracking? Oh, don't tell me. I've lost the blood trail. Was that the deer? Oh dear. It's oh, this is distressing. I don't know whether that's the deer I hit or not. It's getting awfully late in the day too. Ah. Oh, I hate this. I've lost the blood trail. It's getting late. Yeah, it's definitely getting on the late side. Oh. Blast. I simply can't afford to keep hunting. I've got to get home because it's getting dark. My best hope at this point is that it dies overnight and I can find the carcass tomorrow. Which... So what I want to do tomorrow is look out for crows over there. I feel strangely guilty at not being able to cleanly take the deer. I mean, I'm not surprised that that it didn't just drop. I know they don't, but lost the blood trail, and that's not a good. That's not a good end to the day. I'm trying to think of the good side. Well, the good side is I didn't get chilled to the bone. I have time, I think. Yes, I do. I have time to cook some stuff up. But the problem is I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, okay, if
Come on.
it dies overnight,
Turned out pretty well.
then I probably won't be able to get everything I need from it. Oh, almost forgot to drink water. Alright, what I might try and do is game the system a little bit overnight. How much time have I got here? Where's my stash of... How long does this take me to? 19 minutes. I don't want to do that. I am actually nervous about looking for that deer tomorrow. Silly, isn't it, really? Oh, keep doing the wrong thing. Alright, so what I'm going to do is... Hang on. Eat that. Sleep for 6 hours. See what I can get away with in terms of gaming the system for food. 24 days. It's not bad.
I could eat anything right now.
Yeah, we'll sort that out. He gets to snack through the night. I'm not sure what happens if you run out of food
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
and it's you run out of food at night. I have a suspicion it probably isn't a good thing. This is pushing my limits, yeah? Okay. Alright.
All I can think about is food.
So far, I don't think he suffered too much by going hungry during the day. But what we're going to try... Oh, it's way too early. So what I'm hoping is that that poor deer died at night, and that I can find crows marking the position. Though, if I see crows over there, that's the corpse, that's the human corpse. But if I see them over there, that might well be the deer. Yeah, it's actually too early because I'm getting cold. See what happens if I do this. Okay. All right. So we're back to so the deer I shot yesterday was over in this direction. If it died overnight, I would kind of expect it to be over here somewhere, which means I should see.
Need something to eat.
I should see crows. It's probably too early. Where do you want to bet it's too early? Sorry if anybody was expecting a commentary on something other than the game, but today seems to have been all about the game. Well, I can grab some. At least I can grab some food while I'm waiting. Yeah, it's a bit early. It's still quite cold. So here's a principle, I think. If the crows are out over here, then if there's a dead deer over here, they should also be out there. Does that sound like a reasonable sort of assumption within the limitations of the game rather than reality? I don't want to take another shot at a deer until I'm sure that the one I hit yesterday, which I think was the one that comes down that way, but I could be wrong. There's something in my head that really, really doesn't like the idea of having a bunch of deer running around with arrows in them. I mean, never mind that in reality it's a terrible thing to do. Yeah, it's... in a way, it looks like it's still too early for me to be able to walk around without getting cold. Come on, crows, give me a sign. Strangely, that reminds me of something. I think it was one of Julius Caesar's writings. He talks about ravens being an omen. I don't remember the precise circumstances. I just seem to remember it. Of course, the thing about Caesar's writings that we have to remember is he was writing them for an audience, because what he wrote went back to Rome, and it was intended for the Roman audience, and it was a way to justify his actions, aggrandize himself. So we can't be sure when he says it was such and such was an omen, did he really mean it or not? Or was he writing for his audience? I mean, I think he claimed to be descended from the goddess Venus. Did he really believe it? I've got no idea. Somehow I want to say he didn't.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Alright, so it's clear, and I'm still not seeing any crows. And it's cold enough out here that already, yeah, my clothing is not up to it. Unless I am. That seems to be alright. Everything seems to be dry. So is it just unusually cold? I think it's just unusually cold. Yeah, it's almost midday in game. And the crows are not out. I want the crows to be out. Drat. This day did well. Okay, let's be positive here. I got a bow made. I did manage to shoot something with it, and promptly lost it. I'm just having a look and seeing what I've got on my list of things I can do. Don't need another rabbit skin hat, do I? What I want is deerskin pants next. Do I have a way of making... I need to find blueprints. Anybody know how to find blueprints? Still getting colder. Or what I can do is make a trip for some more firewood. Oh. Well, I got warmer.
I think my stomach is eating
Oh,
itself.
and I can hear crows. All right. I'll drop this firewood off and pick up some more water. There's a rabbit. What's a rabbit doing there? don't think this is hopeful from the point of view of finding my dear corpse. I am so infuriated by that. Yeah, that is... Well, out of curiosity, what I might do is... I have searched this, haven't I? Yep. Is retrace the way that deer normally comes, which is in this direction. And see what transpires. What's my... Oh, I've got loads of time to pick up some sticks. Let's play to my paranoia. Don't tell me I'm going to have to wait for a clear day, a still day, when the crows come out. Yeah, I'm not hearing any crows anywhere now. Oh, this is infuriating. Oh, this is pretty, at least. I have not been here before. Oh! I have searched this... I must have come this way before. How else would there be an empty corpse? I could have sworn blind I've never come anywhere near this waterfall. What's even weirder there is the idea that I could somehow use it for storing stuff. What's this? I don't know what you do with burdock root. Oh. I've seen it before, so at least I know roughly where it is. I can always come back. Whoa, have I been streaming for 2 hours? Not to put too fine a point on it, no wonder my bladder is calling for my attention. Just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to have to wait for a clearer day, I think. I think it was around here I lost the blood trail to the deer I was following. And I think it went over there, but I'm by no means positive. Okay, so some of those, excuse me, some of those cattails definitely have respawned, because I'm pretty certain I picked this area clean previously. What time? Yeah. Let's have a quick look, just to see. It is interesting that I haven't seen this deer in its usual spot, which is back at the farm. Okay, there's a rabbit over there, which might be useful for later. Definitely need to start thinking about heading back to the farm. I still think it's weird that all the deer over there vanished the moment I got a bow and arrow. Just gonna test a bit of a theory, which is the deer I think I shot. Oh, it's a rabbit. Oh, good. Yeah, the deer I shot was the one, I think, that normally comes down that way, and I have not seen it. Normally I come up here and comes down through this way. And it's been pretty reliable. There's another one that comes over this way. So I am just slightly curious. If I hide out in here, I'll just give it a couple of minutes. In fact, I'm going to take the opportunity to take a quick break. So we will resume this in about 5 minutes. Right, and I'm back. Now, I'm just waiting to see if that deer comes down over here. I've got time. Which of course makes it slightly boring for anybody watching, but of course one thing I'm not sure of is to what extent the weather affects the wildlife. I mean, I know I've seen rabbits in the fields behind me over here in this weather. But is that... If I don't see the deer here, does it mean it's dead? Or does it simply mean that it didn't come out in this weather? I don't know. There are probably answers to that, all that, somewhere on the net, but don't normally go on places like Reddit or Twitter. I've got a Twitter account, but I don't use it. I've linked to it, but no one's ever looked at it, so... One thing I would like to know is, Twitch, you can set up a streaming schedule, so people can look at your account, see when you're going to be streaming. You don't seem to have the same thing exactly for YouTube. I suppose I could set up multiple scheduled streams for a week in advance. But I think my regulars generally know when I'm going to be streaming, so... Now, by now, I would have expected to see that deer, so maybe... Let's see whether the other one's present. I suspect it's a weather thing. Oh, I was crouched the entire time. Silly me. Well, what time is it? Oh, still rabbits around. It's alright, you're safe for now. Unless I've got a stone. Oh, which I do. May as well make a try for the rabbit. Oh. Go live another day. I've already got enough. So, my goals then, not for this live stream. Hang on, I just need to find out what time it is. Okay, I've got time. My goal for this live stream then is try and find that deer if the weather clears up. And then the next one, I won't live stream this tomorrow, I'll pick a different game for tomorrow. So the next time I live stream this, it will be to go over that way, because I think it looks like Mystery Lake is over there, so I might go and spend a bit of time in Mystery Lake. See if I can find another hatchet, and hopefully a whetstone. Let's go and do some cooking. Did have. Yeah, I thought it did. Oops. Huh? My harvesting skills have definitely improved. Maybe my gaming skills have definitely improved. I've never eaten so much rabbit in the game.
That did it.
Alright, this should be... Oh, the Aurora.
Something's gotta go.
Yeah. Me to sleep. Oh, whoops. Didn't need to do that. Okay, let's get through the night. Even getting through the night's a challenge.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Well, I've got enough cattails to make a snack or two. Thank goodness those respawned in. And now, oh, I've got nothing to do for a while. Do nothing for a couple of hours.
I need to find food.
No, you don't. You're good for food. Okay. Oh, one thing I forgot to do last night was drop my skin and guts. Oh, let's hope like heck that the Weather is suitable for crows. With my luck, it's going. Yeah. Oh, possibly. In case anybody's wondering, my theory is that when I can see crows over there, because there's a human corpse over there, hopefully crows over in this direction might lead me to that deer I shot. But right now, if I go out and wander around, I will get cold quite quickly, so I can hear crows, which I hope is a good sign. Hi, Calvin. Oh boy. That doesn't look encouraging.
I need a horse.
That really does not look encouraging. So, usual routine. Check the snares. Ah, okay, that's a good sign for me. Last day or so I haven't seen the crows over there, so hopefully I can go off in this direction and find some over that way, which might or might not lead me to the deer I shot. I probably need to move those snares too. Alright. Time to be a bit paranoid. Okay, I can see those from quite some distance off, so what I'm looking for, I'm hoping for, is similar crows in this area, like that. Which hopefully will lead me to my deer. I'm trying to think if that's in the right general direction. I don't know. Hopefully it's not another body. Human, that is. Ah! Here's my deer. I hope. Well. Yes. I believe. This is the deer I shot. And 8.5 kilos of meat.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I don't suppose my arrow is there, is it? Oh, I didn't want to do that. I'm so sorry. I startled myself. Okay. Judging from the amount of meat, I'm pretty certain that's the deer.
Can you eat trees?
Okay. No. Okay, that. Okay. That is technically what I set out to achieve today. And now I've got to be very careful about not slipping and falling. Because I now got enough meat to last me a few days. But no, my goal at the beginning of this stream was to make a bow, which I did, and successfully hunt a deer, which I did. It did cost me 1 arrow, but I'm pretty certain that was the one I was after. 8.5 kilos of meat is near enough 20 pounds, which is less, honestly, than I would expect. I don't know, honestly, if you get more if I'd found the fresh carcass, but I will regard that as a success. Looks like some of those snares have been ruined. Oh no, it's still functional. So that means the rabbit population gets a break from me, and the deer population. I am, of course, extremely smelly, but I have not yet seen wolves around here. I'm playing on Voyager, if anybody's interested. So the wildlife population gets a significant break from me for the next few days. And I have my first deer hide towards making deerskin pants. I've already got deerskin boots, so deerskin pants, next thing to make for me. And I've still got some rabbit. Don't know why that's gamey. I've harvested them all at the same time, so let's get everything.
Something behind.
Let's get everything cooked up. All right, let's drop it here. Yeah, look at all that lovely meat. Oh, I also need to find that non-potable water. Where is it? Whatever.
Come on. Come on. All right.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Let's add some fuel. Let's get cooking. Why is it moldy? It's literally been in the deep freeze.
I need to drop something.
Yeah, we'll sort that out in a minute. Excuse me for that. Oh, I've still got time. Oh, I might as well.
Too heavy.
Yes, yes, I know. Don't worry, we'll sort you out in a second. We'll drop off a whole bunch of this. Maybe he'll stop complaining at me. Yeah, and once I drop the meat outside, I'm assuming, by the way, that I drop the meat outside. It helps stop it from rotting. I mean, it is freezing out here, so one would hope. Oh. Look at that store of meat. That should keep me going for a while. Gonna have to consider that a success. Won't say it's made my day. To be honest, the shooting of the deer, the tracking it down, yeah, that I grew up, unusually for England, in a hunting family, and that's inculcated in me this almost horror of losing an animal that you've shot. So shooting the deer, then tracking it, and then losing it was, yeah, not my favorite part of the game. But I did find it, and I did get a worthwhile amount of resources from it, so I'm very glad it wasn't lost. One of the things that irritates me about games with a hunting mechanic like Palia, or is it Palia, which I have played, is this, they've got this mechanic where you shoot deer, and the game doesn't care whether you make a clean shot or not, or whether you hunt it down or not, so you end up just shooting the deer, and then it runs away and you chase after it, and if you don't get it, well, that's too bad. And I really, really don't like that. Makes me quite uncomfortable for some reason. Maybe I'm just too tender-hearted. Alright, it's coming towards nightfall. What time is it? Yeah, 10:30. So, as I'm coming to a logical stopping point, I am probably going to stop unless somebody says there's something else I can do, or particularly wishes me to continue. I'm not going to try an arrow at a bunny rabbit. I might try and find a stone. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I sound like I'm responding to somebody. I'm not. I was continuing a previous thought. Oh, hang on. No, it's off. Oh, no, not that off. Where's my mouse? Oh. No, let's leave the poor rabbit alone. And now I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. Oh, yes, no, shooting a rabbit with a bow. No, not something I'm going to do. Even try it. I've already lost one arrow from... Well, the deer I shot, I never recovered the arrow from that. Which makes sense. Arrows of the type that we're making can be regarded as single-shot items, but I got enough success hunting rabbits that I don't need to waste an arrow on it, and I've only got 2 left, so I'm very lucky. That should be 2 more deer, then I've got to start worrying about how to make arrowheads, which for some reason I can't make, and I thought I could, but I haven't figured out how to do it, so... And it is getting obviously late. So I'm going to bring this to an end. I've been, well over 2 hours now. I can't remember the time. Okay, it's been well over 2.5 hours. So I'm going to bring this stream to an end. Thank you very much, everybody who's been watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will be streaming again tomorrow morning. Probably 8 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. If not 8 a.m. then 9 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. I don't know what game I'll be streaming. Who knows? Maybe I'll do The Long Dark again. I normally mix it up a bit, so there are other possibilities. No Man's Sky, for example. Might do a bit of that. So anyway, thank you very much for your company. And I will hope you all have an excellent day, and I will see you all next time.